Alright, today we're going to go over a little bit of maintenance on the Onefinity Gen 1 Elite, and it may overlap into a few other models too, but if you have one and you've done maintenance, then you know about this screw right here behind the spindle. And how hard it is to get to. And I don't like taking everything off the Z-axis and all that. Just a lot of work, and I feel it's unnecessary. So I took and got me a 4mm Allen wrench and just cut it down, ground it down so it would fit in there and get right into that screw, and makes it a lot easier to get out. So we're going to start that today, and I'm going to see if I can demonstrate. And it's a little more difficult to get it back in, but hopefully it won't be too bad on camera, as it can be a little bit stubborn going back in, but not too bad. Once I break it loose with the Allen wrench, I just take my fingers and roll it between the fingers and just turn it out, and it's a little slow, but not that hard. This is the hardest one on the machine, so, and there it is. Like I said, when I take it out, break it loose, you're talking that much clearance right there, so that Allen wrench works well. Then I get me one of these bottles with a needle point on it and put a little 3-in-1 oil in it and try to get in there. This works pretty good. I mean, it does get a little messy, and I've got some of my product down here that I did a video on. If you hadn't seen that, go check it out. It's pretty versatile. So we'll just flood this a little bit and see what happens here. I got a good bit there, so I'm going to take and jog it around a little bit here. Do a little more. I don't know if you can see. I'm just putting it in there until it starts running out a little bit. Trying to flood it, and it, you know, it's hard to keep it flooded with having to take the screw out, but we'll see what we can do. Put a little more while it's over here. And this is probably more than I need to, but since it's hard to get to, I like to do a little more to it. Alright, now we're going to try to get that back in there. And hopefully it doesn't make me out to be a liar about how easy it is to get back in. So I take the needle nose and just grab a hold to it, put it back in the hole the best I can. I take the screwdriver and kind of hold a little pressure on the back of the screw, and I try to get a couple little turns with the needle nose if I can. Doesn't take much once it gets started. And if it is started, I will take my fingers and run it back in, and it went right in. Take the wrench and snug it up. You can see how tight the fit is here, but it does work. You don't have to kill it. I mean, when you tighten it back up, it doesn't have to be all that tight, just so it doesn't vibrate out is all. And that works for me. That's how I've been doing it. You know, it's not too messy. Putting the oil on the lead screw, or ball screw, whatever you want to call it. Might get my terminology all mixed up here, but if you know me, I'm pretty good at that. Alright, after I get done with the ball screw behind the Z slider, that little bolt, I typically will oil up the rails and do a few other things. First thing I'll do is like wipe off the dust. Try to anyway. I mean, it's not too bad. Dust collection works good, but it does accumulate over time, especially around these little seals right here. I just try to wipe them out, and you can see all the dust that collects. I guess I'll be using a paintbrush. And I don't know if this is necessary, but can't hurt. Alright, so I don't really need the needle here, but I'll just do it anyway. Let me start over here because I don't want to. I just put a little bit on there. I'll actually take my hand and rub it around the rail. Sometimes I'll take a rag too. I mean, it probably ain't good to put your hands in this stuff, but being a mechanic for so many years, yeah. But I might go ahead and do that. Just because I know when I grab something else, it's going to be oily, so. Put a little bit on the paper towel and just kind of. Once I get that, I'll jog it over here. And I'll do the same thing here. Doesn't take a whole lot. I mean, I usually put more than I need, I'm sure. A little bit of dirt and dust there. I just kind of let it run down the sides. But try not to let it get on my table, but every now and then it happens. Okay, I'll use the towel. In the climate where I live, the humidity and temperature swings, you got to do this pretty regular. I usually do it once a month if I've used it a lot, if not, as needed. Alright, so I've got it done. Now I'm just going to jog it. Okay, now I'm going to probably do the Z slider. And it's not too difficult either. I usually put some on the ball screw. And on the shaft here. I probably could take these brackets off for the dust boot, but right now they're not really in my way. So. Alright, now that I've got oil on everything, my hands included, let's see if I can. Let me slow that down a little bit. Yeah, I don't like that, so I'll slow it down a little more here. Trying to spread it around. I'm sure there's a better way, but this is how I do it, and it seems to work. Alright, I think that'll do it on that, and clean up the excess and move on to the other rails. But I'm doing the same thing on the other rails on the Y axis, and just jogging it around. Alright, I think that'll do it. Alright, I think we look pretty good on this side. Now we'll do the other side. Basically rinse and repeat. And there's our screw right there. Maybe a little too much oil, but speed her up a little bit. I like to get all that dust off of here. We're not spreading it around any more than it has to. And I'll put a little oil on. I know I'm blocking camera view, but I'll get to you here in just a second. That's what I do right there. And take an oil rag. If I'm not using my hand, I just kind of smear it around. And I don't know for sure this is the absolute proper procedure, but I know that I've had this for a few years and I've done this as needed, and yeah, I've had no issues with it. I keep it, pretty clean. It might have something to do with it, but All right, let me jog it back up. Probably got enough oil on this rag to coat it on this end. We'll see. The rag looks a little dirty actually, or a towel does, but it'll be alright. A little more in there. And I guess I will go ahead and get my tools all oily. Alright, let's jog it around a little bit and see what happens. Now I just look for any excess oil and try to wipe it off so it don't fall down on the spoil board. And it's not the end of the world if it does. And that's about it. That's about all I do. I do clean it up a little more from time to time. As far as this screw here, I'm telling you, without having to take the Z slider off and retram it, it's just so much easier to me to just do that. Make you a tool. And it just works.